back to my channel. I am so excited to share with you today a massive Colourpop haul. So Colourpop recently had a ginormous sale, like just absolutely insane, and I've never ordered from them before and really wanted to try out their products. So I made cheeky little order. I think I might have gone a little bit overboard because I've got one package and then I have another really massive one. Let me get that for you. And here it is. So I've got two absolutely massive packages from Colourpop. I can't wait to show you guys what I've bought and all of the swatches, my first impressions, and let's see how they perform. Let's get started. So if you were unfamiliar with Colourpop like I was, this is an indie brand coming in from the US, and I think judging from the boxes, they're made in LA, and they're known for being really affordable makeup, lots of variety, lots of colors. They have a range of like matte lippies, and they're coming up with a lot of face products, and they're also really well known for collaborating with influencers and bloggers and other YouTubers to bring out like special limited edition products. So I was really excited when I saw that they had free international shipping, and I think I managed to get both of my orders on free international shipping, which was really fantastic. I know that a lot of brands don't do international shipping at all, or if they do, it would have been really expensive. Now I was a little bit unsure about how it would go because again, I've never ordered from them before, and I know that's kind of a bit of an issue trying to get my packages coming into Dubai. So when I did my first order, and it was a fairly hefty one, I got the massive box, and I used the tracking number, and I found that they arrived in Dubai, and I waited for about a week and it was never delivered. So I was getting slightly panicky, and I contacted Colourpop, and it took them absolutely ages to respond. I think after 3 or 4 days, and they basically said, go check out your post office. And I was like, well, it doesn't quite work that way in Dubai. You can't just show up to the post office. They haven't delivered any piece of paper or informed me that the package has actually arrived. All I did was use the tracking number, which was a UPS one. So thank goodness I did go, show them my tracking number, and they were able to locate my package for me, and I managed to bring it home. So I was really happy. And then my second haul, they actually delivered straight to my address, so I thought that was just really odd, but I received both of them, so extremely excited. And I think shipping didn't take very long at all. It was about 2 to 3 weeks, and I think that's just fantastic. I mean, it's really easy, except for the first teeny tiny hiccup, which again, I think probably the reason why they took such a long time responding was because they were having an absolutely massive sale, and I think their website has probably crashed a couple of times with the number of people who've made orders. So I think overall fairly successful. I'm going to show you what I've bought, and then I'm going to swatch every single product and show you what they look like, and then tell you a little bit about what I think of my first impressions of Colourpop products. So I wanted a nice variety of different things. So my first order was basically just a whole bunch of shadows and lippies, and what I really wanted was a brand new product that they recently brought out, which was something called Blotted Lips. So I think it's in this package right here, so let's open that up. Oof. That is so cute. Isn't that the cutest little thing? I like the packaging. Very colourful. And there is a bunch of things here. It goes little note that says, "Hey love, somebody loves you, XXXOXO Colourpop." That's really cute, and I suppose that is how much everything cost. So they've got a lot of foam in here protecting everything, and then here are the products. I'm just going to drop them to the side and show you. So I got a variety of different things and different collections, and I think also they were saying if you bought what was it? I think for every 2 eyeshadow, whether it's the Super Shock shadows or the flat pressed ones, you receive a little brush. So I've got 2 brushes, obviously bought 4 of those, and these look really nice. Let's see if I can open those up. They've got like a pale pink handle with a rose gold ferrule, and I think that the brush head feels alright. Feels pretty solid. It's fairly soft. Oh, this one's quite a stiff one. So I've got I think this is the blending one. It doesn't say anything on here, but this one is slightly fluffier. And just kind of flat like so. I think this is very typical of the type of eye brushes I would expect to see. And then the other one is a slightly stiffer kind of oval shape one. It looks a bit like this. It's very, very thin, and it's not as fluffy as the other one. So I would usually think I see this kind of brushes for concealers rather than eyeshadow, but probably to pat down the eyeshadow all over the eyelids, which is cool. So I'm interested to try those out. I'm going to put them to one side. And then I don't even know where to get started. Jeez, there's so many different things in here. Okay, I'm going to go with the individuals. I'm going to show you quickly. These are the Super Shock shadows. Keep the magic in, close to jar tightly after use. Cool, made in the USA. So really like their packaging, very cute, very colorful. And I think I was the most interested in the Super Shock shadows because I've read everywhere that it's a fantastic formula and they're quite different from anything else on the market. So you get a kind of white plastic packaging. It's fairly big, I think. It's very small in size, but it's quite wide in width. It looks a bit like this. You can see the color shade in here. This one is called Drift. Let's see. That's cool. That looks like a really nice plummy purple. So that is what that color looks like. Now I am going to swatch all of those and I'll insert the names down below so you can actually see what the color looks like, but at the moment I'm just going to go through some of the things that are in this box. Let's see, I've got another Super Shock one. This is in the color. I don't actually tell you on the box itself what the color is. I wonder how they decide. I wonder how they actually find them. This one is called Static. Looks very similar to the one that I've just opened. Obviously was in a mood. There are certain colors that I just like, so I'm going to just open all of them up and put them to one side. What's this one? This one is Bay. Now this was quite... Ooh, there's like a little nick in the actual packaging itself. You see that? I just took that out of the box and that's what it looks like. It's a little bit rough there, which is a bit of a shame. So this one was, I remember this being quite unusual because it's not the type of colors that I would usually go for, but I saw that Temptalia put it in her top 10 Colourpop shadows and it looks to be like a really dark, kind of with a black base and a blue sparkle or glitter running through it. It just looks really cool. I think her swatches were very nice as well. So I just picked that up as something a little bit different from what I would usually go for. This one again looks very similar to what I would usually get. Let's see. There's going to be a lot of packaging. I'm a little bit unsure because I think I've got a lot of these Super Shock shadow formulas and you have to keep them in the original packaging or they will dry out. So I can't exactly depot them and I need to find a place to store all of them. Now this one is called Porter and it's got that similar little nick in the packaging itself. I don't know whether that's just really weird. Most of them have one very similar. This one looks fairly intact. So I don't know what that is about. Anyway, I've got, okay, so I've obviously bought a lot more than I thought I did. That's already 4, so. Mittens, it's cool. And then, oh dear, that looks broken. Okay, So not everything survived. This one is Hot Tamale, and I think it looks completely smashed in there. Don't know if I can fix that. Let's see how. Just opening it very carefully. Oh dear. Okay. Yep, it's completely smashed. I'm gonna take a picture and then just contact Colourpop itself. I can actually see the bottom of the pan, which is really interesting. It's actually not that deep. I don't know if I can show you. I'm trying not to drop anything. I don't know if you can see. The pan itself is not very deep compared to how thick the packaging is. Like, look at that. The pan is basically just right there. So you don't actually get a lot of products. Interesting. Okay, I'm gonna put that to one side because I don't want to make a mess of it. What does it say? There's 2.1 grams of product in here, so don't actually get a lot of it. So I've got 1 to 5 Super Shock shadows so far. I've got what looks to be all of these. Yep, I've got 3 Blotted Lips. So these are the ones that I was really excited about. I saw on their Instagram that, oh, okay. I kind of like the packaging. It's like a matte packaging. What else is it? This one is in Rip. It's kind of loose. Do I pop it? Oh, there we go. Okay, so it was a little bit loose, but you get, this is super cute. So you get the actual color of the product on the packaging itself. It's also on the end so you can easily identify it. This one is in Rip. Got this very slight makeup-y scent. So not too bad. I think that looks really nice. Cool. I think the Blotted Lips are kind of like a matte, like a sheer matte formula, and it's kind of weird. I don't know if you can see that, but the packaging doesn't actually completely close. It's just kind of feels very, I don't know, feels very weird. Just, yeah, unusual. Okay, I'm going to put all the prices down below if I can find them. Again, I think majority of them were on sale, or there was a special going on, so like buy 2 get 1 free, or they were all subject to some sort of sale special, so that was really cool. Let's see what the other, I've got one called Candy Floss and Lolly. It says Lip Hooray at the end. Oh, so cute. So that one, Candy Floss, looks to be like a red. Oh no, it's kind of a nudie brown. That looks really nice. And what's this one? Lolly. That looks like a really dark color. Ooh, that is super dark. That looks really cool. I'm really into my dark colors at the moment, so that looks nice. What else is in here? I've got something that says Can't Stop, Won't Stop Mixed Lip Collection. Again, really cute packaging. It's looks a little bit worse for wear, but there is an ultra matte lip, a Lippie stick, and a Lippie pencil in here. So that's probably why I got it, was because there was a few different things I could try out at once, and they're all very similar shades. So there is a Lippie pencil, Bad Habit. Cool. That looks fairly creamy, I think. That looks really nice. I don't have a lot of lip pencils, so I like the fact that I get to try new ones in different colors. The Lippie stick, which is very different from the Blotted Lip one. It's kind of in a twistable as well. That looks like a nice color. To make sure that they're all closed. And then there is an ultra matte lip that looks really nice color as well. Oh, so excited. Got a, God, I've got another box in here. This is called Out and About Mixed Finish Bundle, Ultra Matte, and an Ultra Satin. I've bought so much stuff. I really like this packaging actually. How cute is that? It's really nice with a gold foil all about it, and there is tree. I've bought so much stuff, so cool. I really like the neon. I've got to make sure that I'm not confusing all the finishes. It's going to be a little bit difficult. So this one is a ultra matte lip. Looks to be a really pale nude. It's called Times Square. That's what it looks like. I like the kind of holographic, don't know if you can see the holographic text on there. That's really nice. I like these ones actually. The matte lipsticks feel really well crafted. Like I really like the packaging. This is another matte lip. Ooh, that's cute. That's kind of like a very pale plum. Looks nice. And this one is an ultra satin, so a little bit different. Ooh, so I've got sort of very, very nudie color in different shades. I think I really like this color. Looks a bit different enough, so I think I really like that one actually. That looks like a nice color. And I have another one with same packaging. I think this is full of eyeshadows. This is the Zingara collection. It's got 4 Super Shadow collection and different formulas, but yeah, that looks really cool though. Oh nice, it comes in a foursome like this. Cool. Let's open those up. You can tell I went a little bit crazy. So there is Jinxie, Paradox, Elixir, and Seeker. Ooh, the matte ones look cool. So these ones are very browny, neutral. I've got one called Paradox, which looks plummy as well. I've got a lot of different plums going on here. And finally, this really, really massive one. This is called Staycation. It's Best of Lippie Stick Collection. Oh my god. It's Cookie, Brink, Grunge, LBB, I Love This, and Bossy. And it comes in a kind of magnetic box. That's what the box looks like. Very, very cute. Ooh, comes with a mirror as well. And that looks nice. These are full of the Lippie Stix formulas. I like the box. I wonder if I can reuse it. It comes with a mirror, and then the Lippie Stix are all, looks to be all full size as well. So there's a range of color. Are they all matte? I think they must be. Yes. Yep, they're all matte. I've got a range of colors in here, from nudes to reds to pinks. That's really cool. I want to see if I can actually take out the packaging and then use it as a little makeup box. So that is everything from the first box. That is crazy amount of products. Like, that is just insane. I'm gonna go open the second one now as well. Let me just put that to one side. Be right back. I put the second box, and it's slightly smaller, but it feels no less heavier. So again, it has very similar to the last one. A bunch of papers in here. There's a little cute another note that says, "Hey love, you're a collaty friend. XOXO Colourpop." Cute. Let's see what is in here. Oh, so many things. So this one, I actually received some freebies. So instead of the brushes, I think it was if you bought a bunch of their Lippies, you get to choose one for every, I don't know, one for every something. I actually managed to score all 5. Like literally, they were just offering 5, and I managed to score each one of them. And these are all in the satin lip formula, and they're kind of minis, which I think is really cute. Just letting you know, try out like different shades. I'm gonna see if I think they were all colors that I hadn't bought either, so it was a good little trial. I've got, so let's see, I've obviously gone more Lippies, and here I've got two. There's a Lippie Stix and a Lippie pencil. And ooh, I think these were a collection when they, yes, Dukes. So these two were part of a single collection. Let's see, and they're kind of, I think they were really like a dark purple, yes, kind of like a dark purple shade, like almost plummy brown. That's just what they look like. I'm gonna be throwing things somewhere so I have a place to fit them. This one, I've got another ultra matte lip. I just really love the packaging. Oh, this is slightly different. So this is called Chaps, and it's part of the ultra matte lip Amanda Steel Colourpop collection. Look at how cute the packaging is. Like, I love the roses. It's just really nice. I think this might be a really dark purple as well. Like, look at that color. That is beautiful color. Really excited about that. Got more ultra mattes. Oh my god. I basically hold enough to just redo my entire collection here. So let's see what color these are. I think this is just part of their normal collection. And I've got another pink one. I've got something called R&B and Cabal. So I've got a kind of nude and a slightly pinky purple. Let's take that. I've got two massive boxes in here, which means I've bought something in the collection as well, which makes me really worried. 3 Super Shock shadows. So I think when I made the second order, it was buy 2 get 1 free or 3 under 10. It was something absolutely ridiculous. This one looks really, really cool though. Let me see. Ooh, this one's heavy. Okay, like just look at that color. That is a beautiful blue, like just gorgeous. This one is called Coconut. That looks just really, really nice. And I've got 2 very kind of bronzy. Ooh, it's a bit dirty really. The packaging's a bit dirty here. But this one is called Boy Band. That looks like a really nice color. Oh yeah, that looks cool. It's everyday bronzy. I love shades like this, so I think I'll get a lot of use out of that. I'm very excited. And something that looks a little bit more copper. This one's called Game Face. Ooh, that looks really nice. A kind of goldy copper color. That looks really cool. Okay, let's put that to one side. I'm gonna drop a whole bunch of boxes. Okay. So this is, oh, I love this box. It's got kind of black and silver stars all over it with Colourpop. This is called Pretense. There is a highlighted bronzer collection. And just, ooh, very nice. This is what it looks like. This is the box itself. I love the stars. It looks so pretty. I mean, it's a lot of packaging for literally just 2 products. Let me take those out. I don't know if I can. Ooh. I can sort of dismantle it. Oh, that's good. Okay. It's a little bit stuck in there, but I think I can dismantle it and actually use the box. There's no mirror with this one, but I think it's a nice little kind of collectible in there, so cool. And then I've got a really massive thing underneath as well. Oh no, this is more eyeshadows. Oh dear, this is called Fête. Don't tell me there's 6 in there. Oh, I think there is 6 in there. Oh, it's so pretty. That's really pretty. Look at that. I just love the box. It's got little stars, little silver stars all over it, and there is 6 eyeshadows in here. Like, it doesn't come with a mirror either, but all of those. I'm really surprised that I haven't Paradox. I feel like I have Paradox. No. I swear I must have replicated some of the shadows. I'll go through all of them and then see. It's really stuck in there. Static. Oh, there is static. I think I've bought that already. Okay. Ooh. So I have replicated some of them, alright. But they look really nice though. They look really cool. Okay. So that is, I swear that must be everything. So that is everything I've bought. I'm going to follow this up with all of the swatches. I think I'm going to break them down into eyeshadows and all the lip products. Tell you a little bit about how they're performing, and I'll be right back. So that took such a long time swatching everything. When I found that after the first couple of Lippie swatches, my lips were so dry, it was so hard to get anything off, and it just wasn't going on like the way I want them to. But I did find some products which I really love. What I have on at the moment is a matte lip. So this is one of their ultra matte lip in the shade Bad Habit, and I have that on my lips at the moment. I found that online a lot of people didn't like the matte lips as much as they like the satin ones because it is super drying, but I tend to want to have a matte lip. I don't mind. Actually, this one's not too bad. I don't find it super drying. It might get a bit worse afterwards, but I find them fairly lightweight, fairly comfortable. It's a little bit tacky, but not to the extent that it will really annoy me. And I really like this color. I love all the colors I've swatched. I think some of them were really interesting. So this is actually one of my favorite products. With the satin lips, I think they were my second best lip products. I really like the colors. I like the way they went on. Again, really comfortable, really lightweight. They were a little bit creamier than the matte ones, but still dried down to a fairly kind of just not shiny or glossy. It was really lovely actually. If it wasn't for the fact that when I put them on, they kind of stung my lips, and I didn't know what it was. Something in here was a bit odd. It really hurt when I started swatching them, but otherwise I quite like these ones. Now, I was disappointed with a couple of the products, especially the Blotted Lip, which was the one that I was really looking forward to. Literally, I made the Colourpop haul to get their Blotted Lips, and I just found that they went on really oddly. They kind of dragged, they clung onto all of my dry patches, and I just didn't like the way they look. I didn't like the way they felt. And this shade in particular, in Candy Floss, was a really weird orange color. It looked like it would be the perfect nude. I was expecting a kind of really gentle flush of brown, if I can even call it that, but it came out so orange. It was really odd. I didn't like this color at all. I didn't think the other two were too bad, but again, because of the formula, I didn't quite like the way it felt on my lips, and I didn't really like the way they appeared. It was very patchy and it clung onto all my lip lines. With the Lippie sticks themselves, which are these ones, some of them performed a lot better than the others. I found that, I think it was this one, was it? Hold on, I'm trying to open this one. I think it might be this one, LBB. I think that performed a little bit better than the others, but the rest as well was a little bit draggy, and they were very satiny. They were almost like a creamy lipstick, but in stick form. So I found that they kind of smooshed everywhere. When I took them off, it just went across my face, and it was very tacky. I could feel something on my lips. I could feel it sticking my lips together. So unfortunately, I don't think the Lippie sticks were my favorite. But there were some interesting colors in there, I have to say. Now, the creme de la creme, like, I am so incredibly happy with the Super Shock shadows. Like, they were phenomenal. Looking at all of the swatches, they were so beautiful. They were pigmented, they were creamy. Some of them had weird textures compared to the others, but they swatch like a complete dream, like beautiful swatches, just really pigmented. And some of them didn't come out as the color that I thought they would come out in, so they were a little bit interesting in that respect. But I've got, for example, Boy Band is beautiful. I've got Jinxie on here as well. I'm just gonna try a little bit of them on my eyes. I want to just see how they perform on the eyes actually. And they were just really creamy, like literally you pop your finger in there and rub it around, and it just felt so beautiful. So I'm just gonna take my glasses off and see if I can. I don't have any eyeshadows on because I thought I would be swatching them on my eyes, but let me just try a little bit. So this is super dark brown. And they say, I've got a pamphlet from Colourpop and I was reading online that the best way to use these will basically just put your fingers across the eyes. That is, again, that blended so beautifully. I'm just, oh, this is just so pretty. I think it's really, really pretty. Blend really well with the fingers. I'm quite happy with that. I am wondering what they're like to blend with brushes, because I usually like to use my brushes as well, but I don't really mind using fingers, to be honest, so it doesn't really create a problem for me. This is a bit of a light gold. I'm going to pop that into the center of the lids. To give a little life to the eyes. There we go. And it's just, I'm quite happy with that actually. Just have a look. See, just really easy, went on beautifully. You can use your fingers. I'm going to try them with brushes as well. The eyeshadows, I cannot say anything more really. They are really, really beautiful. I think I'm gonna enjoy using them. I'm gonna need to find space for them, unfortunately. I think I have at least 15 if I'm not mistaken, so I'm gonna have to find a place to store them. But in the meantime, I'm gonna so enjoy using them. They look fantastic and I'm really super happy with those. And yeah, that's the end of my Colourpop haul. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you've enjoyed all the swatches. I apologize for the lighting. I basically have taken over, I think this entire video was about 3 to 4 hours with me swatching everything. So the light unfortunately has kind of disappeared on me, but if you'd like to see anything more, please let me know in the comments below. I'm happy to do a more in-depth video showing you how they swatch if you want me to show them individually or on my face, or follow my Instagram account. I often put on Instagram stories just to show you a quick little look of my makeup of the day or face of the day. So I'd love to hear from you, and if you like this video, please remember to thumbs up and click like and subscribe down below. I hope to see you next time. Goodbye.